time
Yeah.
for the fun game of the week. Today's fun game of the week is, I didn't change the title, but it's top 3
You guys are
fictional football entities. I'll just say people. Maybe that's a little easier to
What if I
understand.
had a team?
Fair. So top 3
What if I
fictional
don't?
football entities. Well, it's entities now. So this is any fictional football player, football coach, football team, football mascot, movies, TV show.
Kevin
comic
James
books, I
as Sean
guess.
Payton count or no? Because he's playing a real person.
He's playing a real person.
So I couldn't do.
He is playing. He's not playing a fictional person. He's playing a real person.
I
We're
couldn't
saying
do
fictional
the guy
football.
who played. I couldn't do the guy who played Chuck as Kurt Warner.
No.
Okay.
No. So those are real people. These are
Oh, yeah,
fictional
I
football.
don't have them
entities.
either.
Yeah.
That
All right,
might mess
okay.
up one of my picks, but I
Well, you might have to switch. Well, this is the order from. No, this is this week's order. So, Austin, you're gonna be first. I can put you last if you want.
now put me
I'm
first.
ready to.
Okay.
I'm ready to go.
Austin's first. So, Austin, what's your number 3 fictional football entity?
All right, coming in at number 3, I'm gonna go with Terry Tate, office linebacker. And I know we probably used him on a top commercials before,
Good one.
think so.
I was in thinking of commercials. That's awesome.
but I'm
Yeah.
a really big fan of Terry Tate, office linebacker, and I think he has some of the crunchiest hits ever seen on television. And that's a commercial that can only really be made pre-CTE knowledge.
That's
You know.
For sure.
Repick.
Because all those people in that office have CTE for sure.
You must have a good list, dude.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's a really good pick.
Yeah.
All right, so number 3 for my list is the classic Bobby Boucher from The Waterboy.
Bobby Boucher.
I'm so worried about my second pick. I think one of you guys are gonna take him.
I mean, nothing needs to be said about Bobby Boucher, but he loves football. He loves his mama. And yeah, he cares about hydration. I think that's really important.
And he loves Captain Insano.
But yeah, classic movie, The Waterboy. So Bobby Boucher is my number 3.
Okay. My number 3, kind of a dark horse pick. I don't think any of you guys are going to have him, but it's Kevin Costner as Sonny Weaver Jr., the GM of the Browns in the movie Draft Day, because he's just a good GM. He's a good dude. He does his job right. He really vets the guys at the top of the draft. They fleece the Jaguars in a trade on draft day, and they end up picking their guy that they wanted all along. So I didn't think it was going to be a good movie. It was an okay movie. So
Is that based on a true story?
no, I believe it's all fake.
That's crazy. Well, this next one that I have as my number 2 is super fake, but he's hilarious. And it's Hingle McCringleberry.
That's
Yeah.
wasn't even in my mind.
Yeah,
That's
Austin's
great.
pulling these out of like crevices that we aren't even thinking
Hingle.
about.
You're going with Hingle over X-Wing at Aloysiousness?
Well, the thing about X-Wing Aloysiousness is he never made any plays, but I did see Hingle McCringleberry score some tutters and celebrate. And that was,
What about Twerk Construction Noise Lewis?
yeah, definitely like, I mean, there's definitely some funnier names. We're going off of a funny names list, but I'm talking about playmakers.
Sure.
McCringleberry, Celebration
awesome.
King.
It's a great pick.
All right, so my number 2, one of my favorite people in this movie, and that is Cheeseburger Eddie from The Longest Yard, Terry Crews.
It's a good one. I had Cheeseburger Eddie on my list, but don't worry, I got a backup for number 1.
See, I almost put Joey Diaz in that movie because all he needs is a can of corn. A can of corn, he'll be fine.
That was Joey Diaz's claim to fame.
All right, so am I next?
Yeah.
All right, this is the one that I was worried about. I should have put it at 3, but he is 2 on my list. I do enjoy him more than Sonny Weaver Jr. My number 2 is Cheeseburger Eddie.
Oh, no shit. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think anybody's going to think of that.
No, dude, Cheeseburger Eddie is the best part of The Longest Yard. There are 2 good parts in The Longest Yard. Cheeseburger Eddie, any scene, and then at the end where Adam Sandler's walking off and he's like, he's getting out of here, kill him. And he's like, crew! Crew! Damn game ball.
Did you watch some Fandango clips or something before you came on here, Hunter? How'd you remember?
Oh, no, that's a classic scene.
Yeah.
I also love when the big hoss says, I broke a did your toy.
Yeah, I like the big hoss.
Yeah. So my number 2,
I
Cheeseburger
broke
Eddie.
a did your toy.
All right. Number 1 on my list, you're gonna have to stretch your imagination a little bit because he is a real person, but he plays a fictitious football player from occasions. And his name is John Brinkus, ESPN Sports Science. And he has been known to put on the pads and helmet and just get absolutely crushed by gigantic hosses. For science.
John Brinkus, and this is Sports Science.
Yeah.
Julio Jones has the catch radius of a 2-door garage.
Yeah. Yeah. So John Brinkus.
You should put that name in there.
Yeah. I don't know how to spell John Brinkus, but I'll give it a shot.
All right. So my number 1, and I know at least one of our viewers will actually know who this is, but this character is just fucking wild and hilarious and unorthodox, or unorthodox. It's Coach Rick Weiss from Division III football.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a very good one.
His catchphrase is "Get some," just go every time, so others may every time. And he snorts the protein powder. He's just fucking wild. And he makes that whole movie. That's Andy Dick in Division III Football Finest. If you've never seen the movie, just stop watching if you haven't already, and watch that shit.
Shitty movie.
The movie isn't good. The writing is ass, but it's supposed to be ass. And Andy Dick, famously known for being a menace at the Edinburgh bar, but he just does quite a job on Coach Rick Weiss.
Jake, what is the story about the Edinburgh bar you're talking about?
At the hotel bar, there's a plaque on the wall with a framed piece of the Edinburgh newspaper or Erie newspaper.
Yeah.
And Andy Dick went to the hotel bar and was just being a drunk psycho menace, like screaming at people and like trying to start fights and shit, and then got kicked out.
I've seen many people do that at the hotel bar.
Yeah, but this is Coach Rick Weiss.
Yeah. And there's only 3 types of people in this world: dicks, pussies, and assholes.
That's a fact.
Great quote.
True. That is a great quote. All right. Am I up?
I think so.
Okay. So my number 1, Jake had Bobby Boucher on his list. My number 1 is also from the same movie, but it is not the water boy, Bobby Boucher. My number 1 fictional football character is Coach Klein from The Water Boy, because I just think he's so funny. Like, he's so bad. He just, he can't, like, he gets emasculated by the other coach, and that's funny. But my favorite part, and like one of my favorite parts, my favorite lines in any movie is when he's recruiting Bobby Boucher. And he's like, because his mom just told him football was the devil and like don't play football, whatever. And he's like, you know what, Bobby? My mom once told me to not get a tattoo of Roy Orbison on my butt. But you know what, Bobby? What mama doesn't know won't hurt her. And he just turns around and shows his butt, the tattoo. But yeah, Coach Klein's just very, very funny.
Maybe we'll have to do a commentary, like watch along of The Water Boy.
Dude, that'd be sweet. We should get into that. I think that's something that we would have to have like a Patreon for.
We could get a Twitch stream going.
I think that would get fucked too.
Maybe.
We got to have something where there's like a paywall, which doesn't
we
make
could
sense.
set, I wonder if you could set the Patreon for like either because I would make a Patreon for either 69 cents or $100,000 a month. It's like
Yeah.
one or the. I don't want any in between.
Oh, you can't afford to watch our podcast? Well, too bad for you.
Like, listen, the content that we created with the watch along to Waterboy, but we'll do a watch along of the director's cut. So it's also the director commenting, and we're commenting on the movie and the director's commentary. It's
Oh,
like super meta, but still won't be as many viewers as Young Sheldon.
No,
No.
that's impossible.
yeah.
I like the.
Maybe we
it's
get
like-
off of that clout and we just do a watch along of Young Sheldon and do our commentary.
If we could get Young Sheldon's fan base on board,
Yeah,
we
that's true.
cooking.
We might be able to get
Is-
him on the cast.
The guy in Waterboy, is he an assistant coach? The guy who's just like.
I
have no idea.
think he is. Farmer Fran.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just Farmer Frank.
He might be the offensive line coach.
Oh, we should have had a Seal Terre on here from the comebacks.
Oh yeah. ACL tear.
ACL tear, get out the coach.
It's a Seal Tyree, sir. That's right, ACL tear. Go out there and tear it up. Tear it up real good.
Rick and I saw that movie in the theater when it came out.
So funny. It is. It's hilarious. Did you laugh?
Maybe then because I was like 14.
Did you laugh more at that or Ocean's 8?
That.
Exactly.
But
Did
that-
you laugh more at that or the fucking Ghostbusters?
See,
Two,
Jake, you're
with the
just
ladies.
naming movies with primary lady casts.
No, 'cause did you laugh more at that movie or Bridesmaids? Probably Bridesmaids.
It was Bridesmaids, yeah.
Exactly. So, it's not just all female casts, okay?
I'm gonna just put it
Did
out
you laugh
there
more
right
at that
now.
or Fun Mom Dinner?
Probably Fun Mom Dinner.
Yeah, because it was hysterically bad.
But Fun Mom Dinner, one of the moms has her own TV show now.
Whoa. Is
Yeah.
it Fun Mom Show?
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay, good. As long as there's
That's,
the same
um,
level of poop jokes, then I'm in.